It's funny. Normally, with movies like this, I would care that everything was factual, or at least tried to be factual, but there are debates that have been going on since this movie came out, since Elliot Ness's book came out. Is the events that happen in Elliot Ness's life, are they true the way he said it was, or is he just embellishing? Is it a bunch of BS? The fact that Elliot Ness's life pretty much went down the toilet after the events of this movie happened, whether they happened or not. Normally, I would care about something like that, but you know what? I don't care, because this movie's awesome. Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about a gangster movie, a early 1930s based gangster movie that is one of, if not my favorite movie about that time period. Today we are going to be talking about 1987's The Untouchables, directed by Brian De Palma and starring Kevin Costner, Sean Connery, Robert De Niro, Andy Garcia. Look, this movie, I warn you, I'm going to be spoiling this movie, but it's been out a while. If you haven't seen it already, what are you doing? I highly recommend this movie. You don't want anything spoiled. But yeah, this movie, while not all of it holds up, the stuff that does hold up still keeps it a great movie. What the movie is about. It's set in 1930, and the opening shot, the cool opening shot. It's this overhead shot of Robert De Niro as Al Capone getting a shave, and it tells you that 1930 Chicago basically sucks. That it's that we have prohibition going on, and the illegal sale of alcohol is causing tons of violence in Chicago and many other places. And what this movie does is they set up that Elliot Ness, the Treasury officer, played by Kevin Costner, is coming to town to clean house. And so he goes after Capone, but he ends up getting embarrassed because, of course, there's moles in the police department. On a chance meeting with Sean Connery's character Jim Malone, they join forces, and along with Oscar Wallace, who the Treasury Department sends to help Elliot Ness, and George Stone, played by Andy Garcia, they form a group that starts to take the fight to Al Capone and the illegal alcohol business. And we find out later that as he's been a cop forever, Jim Malone has inside sources, and they're able to do liquor raids and things of that such to take the fight to Capone. But this, of course, leads Capone to strike back, and you have this rivalry between Elliot Ness and Al Capone, fighting over, the law and the breaking of the law. Okay, I love just about everything about this movie. Starting with the acting. Look, Kevin Costner, this was a point in his career before he wanted to be the epic hero in every movie he directed. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Waterworld. I actually like The Postman. I am going to be revisiting that someday. I don't know when. But I like The Postman. I like Dances with Wolves, right? So, I'm not saying, well, heck, I like Robin Hood. I like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Even though he can't speak in an English accent. But this was before, the time when a lot of people considered him conceited. Now, granted, he is playing the epic hero here, but he's not directing the movie. So it's not only, while it is Kevin Costner's movie, all the other characters, whether it be on the good guy side or the bad guy side, are allowed to shine. So everyone gets their shake. Now, yes, the main characters would be considered Costner, Connery's, and De Niro's characters, but Charles Martin Smith, who is Oscar Wallace, Andy Garcia is George Stone, they get a lot of chances to shine. Billy Drago, who plays Nitty, dude is creepy. He's like he's almost a stereotypical henchman, but he's just got a unique face, and he just comes off as creepy and threatening, and that's what he's supposed to come off as. So I love Billy Drago in this. So the acting in this is great. Of course, a lot of people would agree that the standout performances are Connery and De Niro. De Niro's not in it a ton, but he's in it enough. Connery is in it a ton, and the movie's better for it. Of course, he has a lot of the more memorable lines, such as, that's the Chicago way, and, all that, all like that spiel in the church and things like that. Now, Connery's character, is a bit racist in this. I mean, that's definitely an agreement. But as a time period piece, now, there's a lot of course, talk that, he was kind of like that anyway. I don't know him. I can't really comment on that. But in the movie, he's playing an old man in 1930. So, in a way, that behavior is not acceptable, but of the time. So, it's hard to hear him say some of the derogatory terms for different races, especially towards people he likes. Him and Andy Garcia's character go at it a little bit at first. Of course, they like each other right away, but he has some derogatory names for Garcia's character, and Garcia's character kind of gives it right back to him. So, and it's like, oh, I like him, But yeah, the performances in this are spot on, really good and entertaining to watch. The scenery of the entire movie, from the outfits to the cars to the sets, just everything just feels right when it comes to a movie like this. It just feels right. It brings you into that era. The guns, the coats, the hats, the cars, just everything. And a lot of that works as well because of the score. Every bit of the score is amazing. I don't know the names of the different songs or music used, but everything just makes you feel like you're watching this just epic movie. It's not like action adventure epic, even though there is some decent action scenes. The scene at the border of Canada when they're trying to stop the shipment of Canadian whiskey, that action scene, or technically you could say two action scenes, if you count the scene where Malone is quote unquote interrogating the person with a gun in their mouth. But yeah, the movie has some decent action, but just everything it does when something like say the dinner scene where Capone, we'll just say, plays baseball. Even when that happens, the music that's playing just gives it that oomph that it needs. It's so great. So yeah, the music as well just really helps to bring everything together when it comes to the way this movie feels. It makes it feel, it makes you feel like you're there. It makes you feel like you're a bystander to what's going on. But all in all, there's not much more I want to say about this movie. I do highly recommend it. Again, maybe some things don't hold up. Some of the dialogue, you could say here and there some of the acting, but it's mainly, side characters or, kids characters or something like that you can't expect, too much, but they don't take away from the entire movie. Just the story as a whole. You've got good action scenes. I mean, as cool as the train station fight is. I mean, yes, the baby carriage stuff is pretty silly. I think they could have done without that. I know they wanted to add some danger to the whole scene, but it didn't need it. It didn't. The baby carriage didn't need to go down the steps. So I'm in agreement there. That being said, the stuff that happens around it is really good. So, the little things that don't hold up or don't make any sense or anything like that, that stuff does not bring down the amazing stuff that this movie does. And if you've never seen The Untouchables, definitely check it out. That's going to be all for this one. See you later.